What's up, everybody? We got Lloyd Dixon and Chris Nova here.
What's up, guys?
Cool. So we got a question today. Why did this girl suddenly stop texting me? And when we're asking this question, we're saying that you're going back and forth with this girl you're texting pretty much every day. She's responding to all your messages, and it's going great. And then suddenly, she stops responding. She's not texting you back anymore. Why did this happen? Well, obviously, every situation is different. We're not there. We're not sidekick. We don't know what's going on between you two. But chances are she probably found another dude that she thinks is better. So that's usually what happens. But obviously, anything could happen. She could have gotten lost in a desert. A family friend could have died. She could be like, I don't know.
It's really true because, and the key takeaway here is you want to make sure that you don't take it personally. To Lloyd's point, I thought once that this girl, we're texting, was going really well. She stopped texting me, and I was like, "What the fuck? What's going on here?"
Right.
And I actually went on. I was like, "This is personal. This must be personal." So I went on her Facebook, and I actually wrote on her Facebook this is obviously something you want to learn from. And I was like, "Why the fuck did you start? What the fuck?"
You wrote on a wall?
Yeah, I wrote it. So
Jesus.
very bad move that you obviously don't want to do, but something to learn from. It turned out she actually had gone to the hospital and was actually legitimately ill. And so I looked like the biggest asshole for calling her out on that. So the point is that you never really know and you can't take it personally, but we'll touch on that in a moment.
Yeah. I've never had a girl be in the... Actually, I think I have had a girl be in the hospital one time and that happened. But usually, like I said, it's usually there's another guy in the mix, and you don't know what's going on between you and this other person. So a lot of times I would take it personally. I would think oh, well, if she wants another dude, fine. What does that guy have that I don't have? You don't fucking know. 9 times out of 10, if this happens to me, which, it doesn't happen terribly often, but if it does, it's usually because she gets back together with her ex, And obviously, she's known her ex for a lot longer than me. They have a much stronger relationship and connection than her just meeting me in a bar.
Right.
So obviously, he's got a leg up, and you can't get mad about that shit. Or maybe she was at I don't know. A good one is you don't meet her out for a week. You don't go out a couple nights, and sometimes she might meet a guy then. And look, maybe she wants a guy right now. She needs someone there, and you're being too distant or unavailable. A lot of that stuff happens, but usually it's because, she's found somebody else that she thinks is better. And usually the best course of action at this point...
Better for her.
Yeah, better for her. Doesn't mean he's better. There's tons of guys out there that, a girl will... I'll see her with a guy later, and it'll be, kind of this, basically a tool. It looks like a tool to me. Okay, she obviously wanted some guy who was, less aggressive, less gregarious, and...
Right.
So sometimes to pick up the player vibe from you too, which can hurt you a lot. Actually, it actually does.
But the ultimate way to be a player is I found you can be a player and have girls know that you're a player, but the ultimate way is that they don't actually. You make it come off that you're not even a player. The radar. Yeah. So, but that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah. And then I think so. Regardless of whatever is going on, chances are there's a new guy in the mix, or who knows, maybe she's in the hospital, or who knows what's happened, her phone's broken. The best course of action is don't get bitter, don't let it get to you. I know it's kind of hard to do, but ultimately this is the best option. Obviously, when someone ignores you, when they choose not to talk to you face to face and tell you maybe why things didn't work out, or if they reject you in that manner where they just ignore you, it's a shitty thing to do. And it's what we have to understand is that it's becoming more and more common in this day and age, and you can't let that shit get to you. Just move on. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and I think Tyler, you got some more.
Absolutely, yeah. And so something else to add to that is that the biggest takeaway here, and everything Lloyd said is correct, is you don't want to take it personal. There could be 1,000 different reasons why it didn't work with that woman or why she stopped texting you, and you really never know what it is. You're never going to necessarily completely know what it is, but you have to not take it personally. What you do want to do, though, is you want to focus on what you could have potentially done better in that interaction. Think about maybe there was something that you could have improved upon. And you just want to kind of have your mind open to this, but not necessarily dwell on it. You just want to have your mind open to it so that you can be receptive to feedback, see if there was something you could have done differently, and then improve upon that thing so that you get better and better and better with all of your future subsequent interactions with women. You want to do that while simultaneously not taking it personally and then letting it go if there was something that you found. And even if there wasn't anything you found that you could improve upon, realizing at that point that it really is the best to let it go. Learn from it, let it go, grow, and evolve. And that is exactly what it's all about and what this YouTube channel is about, helping you to do.
Yeah, exactly. If you think about it, real pimps, they don't let this get to them. So you shouldn't either.
True that, playa. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.